it all off and then haven't really used it. I've used it for some specific cases where I've kind of wanted an easy quick fix or just wanted some specific code, but I haven't used like agentic workflows or anything like that.
We are going to do it today. I did not do so much, so that's the reason why I decided to also do the sessions. I'm doing a bit with Claude now, and I'm gonna record this meeting.
Yeah.
And I never use Codex,
Okay.
but it's installed. Let me check.
Because I
Uh,
have colleagues and some partners who use AI and are
yeah,
really enthusiastic, but I'm not convinced yet.
uh, we are going to do some classic refactoring kata
Yeah.
from Emily Bache. Um, and this is, where do I have it? I need to sort my stuff. I already created a fork and I'm going to share my screen. And now Klavik is gone before we send greetings to him. So I'm going to prepare it and you can try it on your own system if you like. To create participants and I have to create, wait, I need another chat window.
Mostly curious to see how this works and how the workflow and so on. So I
Okay.
can get an idea of how this setup
Um,
works and if I want to install it at all on my computer and so on.
yeah, the installation of Codex took like 15 seconds
Yeah.
or 2 minutes. I just did it right before. And the installation of Claude, I did some times ago. I always use it inside my WSL, and there's opportunity to use it inside IDE. For me, I have a bit more um, favor on use it inside um, inside the use it inside the console.
Okay.
Um, so I downloaded it. Where did I put it? Dev. Um, uh, um, AI Code Night, and here I have 2 branches already. It is a repository from, I'm going to post you the link so you can follow it. It's on Skills for Teams on GitHub. Created it. You can create your own branch if you want to. And what should I try first, Codex or Claude?
Well, you have Claude open, so let's have a look at that.
I also have Codex open.
Ah, okay. Well, then you decide where you want to
You
start.
can make the choice.
Start with Claude, so we can see what
Okay.
how that works.
I've used it before. It's running into command shell. Let me maybe I can make it a little bit bigger for the
Yeah, it's fine. It was actually quite good.
quite good to read.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start Claude, and I use Claude via an I trust this folder. I hope so. Claude, you must take care if you use Claude. I have an plan signed on Claude, which is like monthly plan. I think it's for $20 or euros.
Yeah.
But also you could also use the API key. With the API key, it's using your you have to upload money to the API account, and it's using Z coins or that value.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't put the API key in, it's using your sign-on value from the plan. So this one is using my sign-on value from the plan, but you have to take care of it.
Yeah.
And I could run things now. I can use any commands I could pass over to Claude. For example, if I upload all my source to Claude, I could ask him stuff. And now I could ask Claude also stuff about the project. I'm going to say, explain the project. And this one is the theatrical players refactoring kata. And I don't know what theatrical players are. It's the original is from, let me show her, from Emily Bache. I met her once in Sweden at the DevOps Days in Stockholm. She's
I
a data
recognize
trainer,
her.
and she created so many refactoring katas. And she's from Göteborg.
Oh.
So where are you from?
I'm actually from Gothenburg as well, but I live in Malmö nowadays.
Okay. So that's the theatrical players. I'm not sure what it's doing. We can do Java or script or PHP, as this is a PHP and Java.
Okay, so there are multiple languages.
It has multiple languages. We could also do in Rust, Scala, TypeScript, OOP. So we can choose one. I'm gonna say explain the project and see what Claude will tell me about this project.
Oh, it's counting tokens.
Yeah, it's using a lot of tokens.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or doing it, and I'm not that good in how these tokens count. At some point, you have to pay for them. So this is Emily Bach's refactoring kata. Okay, that's maybe from the README file. We have different implementations. Each language folder is self-contained with own building tools. Okay, example. I'm not sure if I can cd PHP. Can I run a normal command? I never tried it.
Okay.
It's doing a lot for for changing the directory.
Yeah.
I will just jump out and
Okay, so you start Claude inside a specific folder, and that
yes,
is the folder that Claude has access to.
mostly, yeah, that's the folder Claude has access to. So let's do the PXP stuff, explain the project, check for runner and test runner. And mostly I open a second window so I can basically also do commands, which makes it easier for me. And this one was in CD. Claude. Yes, PHP. So I have an extra runner where I can run manually commands. Yes, is allowed to read in this. You can have different modes between automate mode and plan mode in Claude. So in plan mode, he's not executing stuff. Automate mode, he's almost already executing stuff. Now, yeah, I'm getting some explanation of the test. Check for runner and test runner. That's what I would do if I look manually inside it. Actually, recently, Uncle Bob posted a tweet that he's not checking his code manually anymore when he's working with AI. And that was from Uncle Bob. Pretty innovative. Mostly, I check it myself. But especially here if we want to learn something. A manual runner is the app entry, test runner, test primary statement, runner config. Okay. Are you into PHP?
Yeah. I've been working with PHP for 25 years.
Okay. He recommends to do composer tests. Maybe we could do it once. Oh, what was composer tests? Always must change this one. PHP unit is not found. Maybe I have to run composer install. I could can you install all dependencies? Because if I'm a guy who doesn't know Composer install, I could ask AI and he's recommending to do it. And I say, yes, because I have the manual mode now, run Composer install. Would be useful to someone who's not that much in PHP.
Yeah.
And now he's doing my Composer install, getting all the stuff. Actually, if you use it a lot, it makes you lazy.
Yeah.
Now with PHP, I know the Composer install command, where if we switch to Java or Python, less knowledge about how to run dependencies. And it actually enables you to work also in a language which is not that close to your native language.
Yeah, that's an advantage. So that you can easily figure out how to do similar things in other languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, I also can check the project in AI, in IDE. Let's open it, for example.
VS Code. This is where I'm more familiar.
Yeah, you can also run the sessions here, but I didn't try it yet. What's new?
Oh yeah, there's some plugins that you can use in VS Code as well. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I didn't do yet. In Cursor, it's pretty more included. And inside this project, it's taking pretty long to run
Yeah,
this stuff.
the heavy dependencies.
Yeah. So I can look around. It's getting my
But
stuff from Sebastian.
it's a lot of dependencies for a refactoring experiment project. I wouldn't
Yeah.
think they would have any dependencies in such a project, but okay.
As I got the Tree framework, but it's all a PHP stand, PHP unit.
Yeah.
Sebastian has his own repository for PHP unit, so everybody knows his name. And also this here, which is Arne Bergmann. It's his old ISC nick.
Yeah, I should probably start using
Arne
PHP.
Blankatz he is called, not Bergmann is Sebastian's name, but the co-worker of Sebastian Bergmann from PHP unit.
Mm.
So
I
Composer
actually
install
made
is
my
running
own
in
unit
background.
test framework, so I've been using that instead. I
Which are
should
you
probably
using?
no, I made my own unit test code
Okay.
because I didn't know but it was many years ago. But I'm not sure that it was before
I
I even
can
know that Composer existed.
run Composer tests. So how long are you doing PHP?
Yeah, since 2007, I think I started 2006, 7. Yeah,
That's even pretty long. I
yeah.
didn't do so much PHP the last time. Okay, the test seems run. Uh, what else does the Composer PHP stand? I can use it to tell me um, how much tests there are. So we were able to to run our tests and install our stuff. History, okay. Okay, he wants to run the tests. So I can even tell him run the unit test for correct statement output. assert an unhandled general throws an error. So basically, the test doesn't seem that complete.
No, it's not too many tests in there.
No, not really. Does the test have sufficient test coverage? Are we able to get test coverage?
So the AI would need to know what sufficient means in your context.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't tell that much, and he will complain if it hasn't enough. And it's running with coverage test, and some way was able to run the Xdebug, which is pretty good because I spent it maybe days configuring Xdebug before.
Okay.
At some point, I see like the AI stuff, like the next revolution. When I started programming, there were people telling me, oh, you have to know assembler to shift the memory yourself. You don't need a higher language like Java or PHP or that stuff. And now it feels like the next adoption to define or write your code with an AI.
Yeah. Well, I'm more on the side where I like to write so easy to read and update and clean code so that if you need to change something, it's actually easier to go into the code and change the code than to
Yeah,
write a prompt that should update the code. And you don't know if the AI will update the code correctly. So it's much easier for me to just go into the code and make the changes I need.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm still on the fence.
Still on defense.
Yeah.
So it's good to have you inside because you're the most critical person I could have gotten tonight. Uh,
Now I'm trying to get people to convince me to use AI and show me how wonderful AI is. And I'm looking at videos on YouTube where people explain how they use AI, and I'm 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 still not convinced because it's what they are showing is not surprising me. I also you should probably know that I run a community here in Malmö called Barrel AI, which is
yeah,
an AI community where we have presentations. We've been doing AI stuff since 2016.
yeah,
So this ChatGPT and stuff, basically when ChatGPT 3 came out, then I thought that AI was getting boring because then it was just prompting. We didn't go in to do algorithms and calculate things and do image recognition and all of these fun things where we analyzed audio to create scripts that could figure out
yeah.
what the audio was about and those kind of things.
This
Um,
one is even, I'm not sure what the program is doing at all. It's doing something would describe what the program is doing.
yeah.
It would be interesting to
Okay.
see
So
it,
it would be answering
the
what's
question.
missing. Your question was, is there sufficient test coverage? And here is
Yeah,
what's missing. So it's giving you a list of things it means
yeah.
is missing for the test coverage. So look up the play-by-play ID, calculates. No, you scrolled away from it. It was
Here it is.
no,
Calculate.
what's missing was higher up, I think.
Ah, here.
Yeah,
To
play
string is never
to string.
exercised. Statement printer is never exercised. Uh, it has bonus branch.
Strategy only audience 55 and 40, both greater than 30 bonus branch. Never less than 30, no bonus. Yeah, okay, so there are some bonuses that is not tested for.
It's creating a billing statement for a theater company that puts on place for client.
So could you ask it to
do the test?
to write the test, the
Yes,
missing test, write
let's
some
do
of
it.
the missing
I
tests?
would like to write some of the missing tests. Make a suggestion for the first step. So I want to write some suggestion for the first step. One thing I tried before is like automation or website automation, automatically fill in forms and using Playwright. And I tried to use the agent to create Playwright scripts, but actually the created scripts were flaky, while the agent in himself could perform all the things I wanted to do. So with no audience bonus, and this is a suggestion. Untested branch, now tragedy fixture. Yes, do the test. Give me command for code for coverage. And even Claude can auto commit stuff to Git, which makes it risky at some point. Some people run agent setups where the agents directly commit with the key they have to your source code directory. And I think that makes it risky, but you have to have a good process. I allow this.
I think the best practice there is when they set up an AI branch, so the AI can have its
Yeah,
own branch to do things in, or prefix the branches that the AI is creating within AI. But the thing is, if you just let it run wild, um, then you have no real control over. Um,
yeah.
there's going to be
Control is
so it's going to do so many things, so you can never check what it does.
control is a thing with it's for people with fear. Actually, I fear a picture of the way to you in my
What?
background.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like Öresund bridge.
yeah. I travel over that a couple of times a week.
You going to Copenhagen or?
Yeah, I run a business in Copenhagen.
Cool. I like Copenhagen. For me, it's a bit travel, but not so far. Okay, methods, lines 50. Is the text committed yet? Next. Okay. Do the next step. And then I see if the test coverage improved. We had like in the play, we have like methods 50 and lines 50. We have methods, not total lines of code, classes, methods, lines, 96.97. Target to comedy, no bonus. Let's run it again and see what it didn't want to run the PHP stand. Why does it? So now we got no more lines. So nothing changed. 3. Now he's doing exactly off by 1 check. maybe the lines was covered before, but they didn't have enough statement coverage, which is now fulfilled. But I didn't see the exact thing.
So you have a script that can check the test coverage from the functions?
The test coverage from the functions, I'm not sure. I'm
The
here.
PHP unit coverage text. No,
It says in classes, methods, and lines, but it didn't change anything so far. And I do not know why. Okay. Line coverage is now much more trustworthy.
but did AI put the code in the file, or did it just put it in the prompt?
It put the code in the file, so we should be able to see stages. Statement printer test PHP. If we look at it, we can just see show the changes. Statement printer.
Usually you can see what changes have been made.
Yeah.
Maybe the arrows are indicating new functions, but
Just folder and continue.
that looks better.
There it is. Here we have some new tests, and now we have 100% coverage. And we could tell him to commit the test changes. Also, you are able to run mutation on the test or on the code to see if the tests fail if you mutate the code, which is pretty useful. Yes. So we did the command ourselves. And let's check what he actually committed. Did that? Yeah, I sent it to you. I have a branch. I have the Claude branch here. But, I did not push it. Oh, so if you want to have a look yourself at the code, now we have should have this one is the original. We should have a Claude branch right here. So setup is there, automated see our last change. This one. Line coverage got up, even the statement is created, and we could see in the new tests which have better coverage. Now I could say like make a list of code smells find within because I hate code smells.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing about AI is you can create better automatization. You could create things like self-healing tests or better react on failures on tests. And that gives you an advantage creating an automized pipeline and that stuff. PHP Stan analyze. Now he's using PHP Stan. and I'm waiting for result. So you avoid to use coding agents.
Yeah, I had this glorified Copilot autocomplete, but I was always annoyed with the completions, that is suggestions. But I know that's the Claude and the agents have been improving a lot the last couple of months. So I think I gonna need to get my feet wet somehow. But I'm a little bit worried to install Claude because I'm not sure I want to give it access to my computer.
Install it in a container
Yeah,
or get an extra computer for running those stuff.
yeah, exactly. I do have a mini server where I run a local model,
Yeah,
and
which
I
one are you running?
Quen 3.6, I think.
I didn't do so much local model stuff. So we got long message.
I use that for code review. It's a small machine, so it takes like 20 minutes. 20, no, yeah, about 3 or 4 minutes to reply because it's a really small machine. There's no GPU in it. But since I just needed to give me an email with a code review, it doesn't really matter how long time it takes.
Um, I will say do all improvements.
Yeah, and you haven't even read half of them.
Yes.
So
It's the risky stuff. I can read them after we committed.
yeah, yeah.
It's before in the meeting, I told, well, the first time we were software craftsmen. So mostly get an item, work on it, actually play around details until they are correct. And now with prompts, it's more like a software magician. You throw something in, and then you can analyze in deep, but mostly you use another three other words to recreate the whole stuff again. So it feels more like the magician work than like a craftsman's work. But yeah, on the other hand, you also need to have the descriptive code writing skills and describe your problem in a good way. And even if something breaks, know where to find it and having right intention to go there.
Yeah.
Mm,
Often if I'm going to update something in a system, there's like, yeah, I need to make two changes in a CSV file. I need to make one change in a class file, and I need to make two changes in a view file.
yeah.
Uh, and if I ask AI to do it, will it figure that out? Or
Um,
will it just go into the view and make a bunch of code that hopefully solves the problem?
Actually, if you ask like questions, where do I add a new product, for example, or I want to correct that link, he might find the right code. Stuff. We can try it here in a few seconds. If it's ready and running this 2 minutes and 11,
Yeah,
50.
you gave it a lot of work.
Yeah, it was like 13.
Schmoozing, smooshing. What does that mean? It's smooshing the code.
First like thinking, and now it's actually building, sourcing out the exception is in another code. Uh, Writing out a new class for the calculator, extracting everything in extra classes, as I see.
I talked to another guy yesterday who has a Polish company who makes an application for him, probably using AI. because every time they push a new release, the interface looks completely different. So he says, we need to change this little thing here. And then they push, and then there are new icons, new fonts, and new everything in the interface.
But that sounds like you need to give them more guardrails
Yeah.
with ID and put the design rules somewhere, and then it should be easier to keep along the design, and maybe store a master template once created and hold along that one.
Yeah, and then just don't mess around with the master template.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I do agree. That sounds more like they do not know what they're doing rather than the issue with the AI. They are just vibe coding completely and don't have a clue of what the code does. So would one other thing that I might think AI would be good at is now that we got PHP 8.5, there are a bunch more things we can do by initializing parameters or defining the type of parameters in functions and so on,
Yeah.
and define return types for each function and all of these things. That could be an interesting thing to just let it go loose on the code and update all of the functions with
That's
correct.
something I want to try. I think it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
And we didn't use Claude at the time. We didn't use Codex yet. Maybe.
Yeah.
Want to do Java or TypeScript in parallel?
Try TypeScript or JavaScript.
Okay.
Yeah, JavaScript could work as well. It doesn't matter.
I didn't do TypeScript for a time.
Yeah, sure. Try that.
Codex, let us run, explain the project. But in this case, I feel like Uncle Bob again. Did you read Clean Code from Uncle Bob?
Yeah. I've read a lot.
It comes a bit more back to the time when we had STID cartridges and you put a prompt in and then you wait for minutes until the computer executed some stuff and then you check if the result was right.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things that stops me from doing too much customer work with AI because always when I wrote some AI stuff, you run the model, and then it runs for 2 hours. And when it's done, you check the result, you figure out that, oh, there's something I need to change. You update the code, and then you run the model for 2 hours again. And then you have like 5 minutes looking at the result, changing the code, running the model for 2 hours again. So that
Yeah,
was a kind of annoying workflow.
it is. I think you need the skill of doing more plan and more breaking down. So
Yeah,
you can have smaller items and he can work in parallel on it.
yeah,
But I didn't try it yet. Was looking for a setup with 2 or 3 agents running in parallel, one doing QA, one doing product owner work, and then you can create iterations. Like usually I work as a Scrum Master nowadays or as Agile coach,
yeah,
but you can have a approach where you have iterations as a developer, and then you give the task maybe via Jira or via GitLab or board or via any task board to the agents. Let them do the work, and you're going to have a human in loop phase where you come back and actually check what the agents did and decide if you whether accept it or not. And then you have a more calm workflow. And you should have what we can take from Scrum back to AI is the cadence, like a fixed cadence for
mm,
developer. For example, if you have let's say a morning and an afternoon run, in the morning, first you prepare your agents, then you let it run. You come back from launch, you check the results, you go to launch, then you prepare for the afternoon, and then you have like the feedback. So you have a fixed cadence, maybe 2 hours, maybe 1 hour, but where you actually know when to come back. That could be an opportunity because now it's not real time, or we're gonna make the stuff as fast as we could. Now everything is fixed. Want to commit this? Should we commit this? Come, we are committing stuff.
Yeah.
We are pro commitments.
Yeah. So I can have a look at the changes as well here.
Yeah, you can parallelly look at the changes if you check on YouTube later.
Yeah.
We have this one is actually a lot slower. Yes, and don't ask again. Git commit. I have the feeling writing this myself would be faster. Worked. I'm gonna git push. So let's check what he did. That's the right one. Yes.
Yeah, you need to check the Claude branch.
Yes. I need to check the Claude branch. So this is a big refactoring. We don't have HTML statement. We have a statement printer now. And instead of HTML statement, it gives us back statement printer. We have an external calculator now, so it created a lot of more classes following
Yeah.
single responsibility principle. Statement printer. Here we have like a function for money zero. Would you consider it useful, or?
Where are we? Let's see. Yeah, you have the print function is there, but yeah, let's see. Scroll down again. Money zero. Am I- Yeah, well, maybe you want to change the concept of zero.
Maybe format. Now we get a number formatter. Now this one is a PHP standard, right?
Yeah.
I think on the 9 line switched. This one is the extra calculator. Here we have a calculator for
But
tragedy.
it hard coded USD, or was that the removed one? Yeah, it removed USD.
Yeah.
So you could put it whatever format you want. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it makes it more abstract. At some
Yeah.
points, I'm not sure if it's more useful.
But does
But
it
this
have?
one makes it, the tragedy calculator makes it a bit easier changeable. So base amount, or I want all the stuff be configured in an extra file. What do you think?
Yeah, I would like to see the money .php class.
So let's look inside. I think it's going to be faster here.
Yeah, there
Money.
money. Does it actually have the? Yeah, it have the zero, and it returns self zero. New self zero. What?
Okay, it reminds me, doesn't make sense at all. Money zero.
a new self that it wouldn't return anything. A new object, but self zero. That
It's
there's a
actually a money.
private in the construct parameter. Is that setting the property?
Yes, I guess it's setting the property of the money object to zero. So money zero gives you money zero. Yeah, it's not a cool function.
I haven't seen that you could set properties directly in as a parameter of the constructor. It looks like you can here because the sense variable is not defined in the class. But yeah, it could be it's a final class. Hmm.
I'm not sure about this final stuff, but you have the sense, which is should be accessible.
So when you call money zero, it will return an object where the sense, so it actually doesn't return zero. It returns a money object where the
Yeah,
sense parameter is set to zero.
but you could even use you could use like from sense and then input it zero, or yeah.
Or does it have, it doesn't have a toString or something? No.
No. Let's try what happens if we remove this
But
function.
it maybe it's used with a format, so it would return the format. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, it's
remove the money
going over the river for some water.
zero. Function and use from sense. That's like I'm not happy with the refactoring. Last week I did it with the refactoring Kata. It was better.
Okay.
This one, use self zero. Yeah, this one is not that much needed.
And did you have the method from sense in money?
Yeah, the method was there. And I think then an extra zero function is a bit too much for me.
Yeah.
So we created a refactoring, but I'm not happy with the refactoring today.
No.
At some point it's good, but at other points it is yeah, maybe you can call it over architecture or maybe not. Let's see. Actually, we have so many classes now. We have the invoice class, which is invoice. I need to print something and see which classes are used. Non-found means clean. Coverage 100%.
But from sense also returns a new self sense.
Yeah.
So it actually, it looks like it's returning an object, not a value to the total. So I need to figure out what it actually.
It is, as far as I understand, class money. We have a static function which has from sense. And it's creating like this is basically a constructor pattern and returning itself from sense. and if you put in 0, you get it from 0 cents. So the other function was not used as much. With this format, you can.
Yeah, but it's actually using total amount, add amount instead of total amount plus equal. So total amount is no longer a number, an integer. It's actually a money object.
Where do you mean in?
If you look in statement printer at line
Yeah,
30,
printer line 30.
that's the test.
Ah, yes, let's look at the right file.
To the right, that one, yeah.
Yeah, calculator.
You have the total amount, add amount instead of total amount plus equals
Yeah,
this amount.
yeah, you have a function to add an amount of money to it.
Yeah. And then in line 33, when you print it, you actually print it using total amount format. And then you give the format. So that's when it returns the value. So that's how you print the value in the results variable.
The only problem is like you give the formatter here,
Yeah.
but actually it's using a fixed US dollar.
Oh, yeah, it does. It
What?
kept the US dollar.
Yes, while the formatter is, where do I have format currency? Formatter.
It was in the printer, statement printer before, but the AI removed it
Number
and
formatter is it's a PHP class, right? Yes.
yeah, you can right click on it and see if you can go to it. Go to definition. Class number format. Yeah, it looks like a
PHP.
dev sense. Yeah.
But if you have here the currency, it uh, doesn't make sense to put out US dollar inside the statement printer for me.
Yeah, but it did before, actually.
Yeah. So
So that's why it kept it.
what could be a
But
next step? Make all amounts being configurable in one class or in an external file?
yeah, something like that. So you could a config file or something.
Which language? YAML? JSON?
Yeah, JSON is good.
JSON, like amounts and
Um,
currency.
oh, okay, you mean the default amount.
Yes, like you have amount for certain stuff and some point where it splits itself, which is hard coded now. For example, I want to change something in my calculation. The price is rising. Then it's nice to have an extra config file.
Yeah. But if you want to compare this to Codex, we should probably do something similar with Codex then.
Yeah, because it was a promise. npm run installation, and run the tests. We have JavaScript now, and work in parallel. So we are stocked whole completely in AI business.
Yeah, and the tokens are just running away.
One day I accidentally came to Malmö.
Okay.
I
You
was at Copenhagen
fell
Airport.
asleep in the trainer.
No, I was in Copenhagen Airport and I took the wrong train.
Ah,
And then came a guy from skate traffic, and there was water all around me. And then I thought it's a good day to explore Malmo. And there was kind of festival.
Oh, yeah. Was it during the summer then?
It was in the summer.
Yeah.
It was hot. It was a festival, and it was interesting.
Yeah, the Malmö festival starts, I think, now on Friday or something.
It could be that it was around this time.
Yeah. There's a big festival in Malmö around this time every year.
So, yeah, at this point, let's not do the test, but actually, let's do. Let's try to describe what to improve. Or let's just try to get everything configured in config files. Yes. Yeah. Now we get action here. Why does he want to run it in a shell command? Okay. So it's high risk. I should limit it more.
But here is in TypeScript, there's only one file. Statements.ts. Or am I in the wrong place? Source statements tests. There's some more files, but yeah, it looks like everything is in the statement ts.
We have this one, and we can open another IDE. It has all in statements. Yeah, makes it a bit. Should we split the classes in next step? So installed it, npm test, time, tests are running. Can you give me the test coverage? And this one, it's still wibbling, 5 minutes. So now we run both in the parallel, Codex and Claude, and refactor in parallel.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't run them locally on your own hardware, so that should be an issue, right?
That I run it through inside the software as a service.
Yeah, you're calling an API, right?
Yes, I'm calling an API.
Yeah.
So it's taking time. This makes it a bit more boring than usual live coding. So make a suggestion how to split the class and follow the single responsibility principle.
But how is it taking so long to create a JSON file that you can just open and save the parameters and read the parameters from? That is like just a few lines of code.
Yeah, actually, yes. Because maybe it's analyzing anything.
You could just make a small singleton class with config and then call that config to get the parameters.
Yeah, but you need to test all the stuff and you need to test your mutation. And I think this is what the model is doing and why it takes longer.
Okay.
So
yeah, we'll see what it has come up with. There's a
config pricing, JSON, price config, comedy pricing, comedy calculator.
Instead of the hard-coded USD, yeah, that's right. Statement printer takes optional pricing configuration. Yeah, let's see what it.
Let's look what is there. Where's the file? Pricing. A lot more. Actually, it's following all the ideal, write a lot of code stuff now. But at some point, it's hard to understand, especially base amount cents per attendee, audience bonus result, bonus flat cents.
It has come up with a bunch of extra variables, parameters.
Yeah.
That wasn't part of the context of the application.
It was before, like in the statement printer, we made decisions based on what's my performance calculator?
Oh, now I'm in a TypeScript version, but
now we have everything to calculate in extra classes. Doesn't make it easier. We have to go to tragedy calculator. Tragedy calculator is reading from, oh, here we have extend, which extends is evil. I'm not sure if it's really, really better.
no. It seems intricate. So, okay, so we have a tragedy calculator that extends the performance
we have a
calculator.
pricing.
Yeah, so there
now
is
we had, but this one is easy change now.
Yeah.
This one is really advantage. We have always US currency. We have like bonus cents per attendee, audience bonus result, base amount cents per attendee, audience bonus results, bonus flat cents. So if I want to change something now, it's an easy game.
Yeah, everything is collected in one place.
Yeah, I think we should commit it.
Okay.
Let's commit it. It's already committed. I'm gonna push it. And now let's switch back to Codex. Extract amount for volume credits for, create statement data. Well, do the improvement. Now we can even compare the times if we do the same stuff. Actually, I was first hoping we get more people, because with more people we could have done both in parallel. But it's also summer and holiday time, and it was warm outside today.
Yeah.
I guess in Malmo as well.
Yeah, it's summer. It's hot. Everyone is out.
Is it already dark in Malmo?
Yeah, quite.
So that's 200 kilometer. I think it's about 250, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it's 10 o'clock in the evening, so it's starting to get dark.
One bad thing is you don't have an estimation of how long it's going to take, because that would be easier.
Yeah, but yeah, it's so quick, so isn't it like many times faster than any developer?
Hmm, I'm not. This stuff you need to be a very good and fast developer, I guess. I'm not sure if you're gonna be faster if it's breaking down in other stuff, preserving the existing API behavior. I also want Ubuntu client there.
Um,
We took TypeScript, right?
yeah,
Uh, Branches Codex, good. Okay. Let's commit the changes. And there, I think we can also extend it to an extra class and see how good the refactoring went. At Oh, this one is writing much less useful commit messages. You've seen the commit message of Claude, and this one is refactor statement responsibilities.
yeah. Claude wrote a complete story in the description of the commit.
Yeah. The versus goes for Claude in commit messages. Okay, let's push this. You will complain, I guess. Git push.
Did you push the PHP version?
I pushed the PHP version, I guess. Oh, no,
It's
I
because
didn't.
I seem to be stuck on the previous version.
Yeah, I intend to push it, but
Ah,
I
okay,
didn't save
that's
enough.
why I was looking. Where is the config file? I want to see it.
Okay, so we can have another look at it, and I would like to create all amount and currency configuration in an extra config file. So that's what we do. And here, let's run again the composer tests, see if they are running. I was also writing extra test frames, and maybe we can have a look at the
Yeah,
actual.
did it add some tests for the configuration class?
Um, do we have tests for the configuration class? No, not yet, right?
No, I don't think so. But I didn't. I'm still not sure if I'm on the right branch. I need to go back to start from scratch. Claude,
What does the coverage say now?
PHP.
We have
Yeah,
not
there we have the
100%.
config. Now I'm in the right place. And it was in the pricing, and then there was
Okay.
comedy pricing, pricing config, and strategy pricing. Okay. Tests.
For some point, it feels like, okay, you wouldn't do this work with AI intentionally, but also you learn a lot about it when you perform the usual coding katas.
Yeah. And I think it's good because the AI is producing a bunch of things that you can learn from, and maybe you want to adopt some of these strategies that the AI is producing, but I'm not sure if I want to use all of the code that is created
Yeah.
by the AI. So it's
So
yeah, I think it could be a really good inspiration to have the AI create something, and then you restore it, and then you add the things that you liked what the AI created. So that could be one use case, but then you're still writing the code yourself, and hopefully you're learning, so you don't get complacent and just trust the AI with everything. So you actually write your own code. Um,
so what did he do? Now it's configuration extraction complete. Okay, let's commit it. Or first run the test again. Here it's still working. Makes it harder to review, or there's more things needed in review, and I think you cannot review everything.
no, that's one of the common pitfalls with AI.
Yeah,
You kind of have to trust it because it will produce so many new lines of code, so much new stuff.
it reminds me on maybe you don't trust the code anymore, but you trust your test. It even makes more tests or tests more valuable, and puts still more effort on
Yeah,
testing, on
I would
reading.
definitely spend more time writing and creating and managing tests. I'm not sure, of course, doing some basic tests might be good
Yeah.
by the AI, but I would like to lock those tests so that AI cannot go in and change them when they're done.
So you would have some extra non-AI tests or create them once and keep them locked.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing was about 10 years ago in Hamburg, there's a lot of community meetings. I think it was PHP community or something. There was a guy who almost drive all people crazy. He was actually telling, well, later we just write the test cases and then we have some kind of code generator running until he has code which fulfills the test. And nobody believed him. They told him to be insane and to leave the meeting.
Oh
And
well.
actually, now he is right. And that was like this guy was crazy about his idea. Nobody wanted to talk, and he was so enthusiastic. And now he's right about this.
Yeah.
committed successfully. I pushed it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything up to
The
date. Let's look how it works. Statements TS. Now we have a lot more.
Yeah, now we have a config TS, domain TS.
Yes. Now we have like a lot more configuration.
Oh, we have multiple configuration files.
Invoice new place, but we don't have the same configuration stuff as in our other project. Like in our other project, we have.
No, I think it was more stuff in the PHP project. It was quite a little bit bigger, actually.
We have a base amount in cents. Oh, statement here is empty now. I'm not sure why. Base amount, we have this pricing base amount here. And where is it defined?
Pricing is a statement configuration pricing strategy. So we need to figure out that it would read, use the statement config, which is defined up there from the config folder.
Here we have the config. Yeah, this config looks pretty much the same as our other config.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what did you learn so far from AI today?
Yeah, that it can give me some inspiration and ideas on how to write code. But I'm still reluctant to just let it loose on my workspace, I think, because I still want to go in and make sure that every line of code is the way I want it to be.
Actually, I did not understand the code of. I know a bit more of what the code is doing.
Yeah.
But I don't fully understand it. And I have a bit more clue on what it depends on. And getting this configuration files out would have taken me hours, like running tests again, see if it's working. And it makes it a lot more adaptable because this is a base business decisions now as a configurable. I could ask him. I like the statement because like all business requirements are in code. Or code is the only truth, what Uncle Bob told. And if I come to a company, I know this. I had a company, I went there and they said, our code has some bugs, but we cannot remove them because some customers use them as features.
Yeah.
So the code is the only truth. So if I ask how a certain thing work, and I gonna ask him how is view test files. Let's run the test and see if it's improved again. We already had 99.12 file coverage. I will just push them. And
But if you are a developer that is using like Claude or something for your regular development with agents, what I understand is that you write a bunch of markdown files that define how you would like your code to look and all of these things, and then you can basically tell the AI to write something, and it should try to follow the guidelines in your markdown files as well.
yeah, that would be interesting. For now, what would you write in our markdown file?
Yeah, it would be like do not have a zero function for returning zero.
Yeah, having like not too much code. Actually, I planned it for 90 minutes, but I want to try this out. So let's make, we have I code night. Let's try it with Claude also only. And I make just the Claude context. A-D. Let's see what it can do. And I never tried it. So
But now you put it outside the folder where Claude is currently running. So
yes, I want to run Claude in the other folder.
okay.
Basically, to project install, run the command to install all dependencies. Project tests, run the test files, and check the code coverage. Basic code smells. Extract all amount and configuration file follow single responsibility. And I'm not sure how to add the context to Claude. You are refactoring, and I would like to refactor the code in a way it is easier. But not so. Hey, come, let's get a. I created this one. Or I ask him something. Is the attendance cutoff above which a performance earns a pricing bonus? It appears once per genre, and it's a property where it's used. So it's explaining the business value of the audience bonus threshold. And I can ask him business things, which is quite useful if I explore an unknown program where they tell how the documentation has been done 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I want to exit here and not go to PHP. I want to run Claude here. What was the file called? Where's my context?
Claude context MD.
Claude context. Let's see it.
You could probably just find it, but you should probably point it to one of the like the TypeScript folder or something. Oh, it's asking for
Rename
Claude
to
MD.
Claude MD. So we have like the autocode. Yes. So now I have it defined. Run shell command, yes. I have the definition. I could ask him for improvements to the definition.
No, exactly. You need to define which of the workspaces you want to update. Or if you want to do it on all of them, but that's going to take a long time.
I didn't ask him to do this.
No.
Override for no. Why did he want to do this?
Yeah. So it specified more clearly the different steps. And it moved it into the Claude MD file instead of the Claude context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the right one.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I would probably have, if you had like an MD file for a refactoring project that you have defined that you want to use, then I would probably not put it in the Claude MD. I would like to tell Claude to read that file and use the instructions on one of the folders. Because the
Okay.
Claude MD file is generic for
Yeah.
all your Claude projects. And you don't
Yes.
always want to refactor things. That's not the only thing you want to do. So the Claude
Can't
MD is probably more to make sure that Claude knows about you and what your preferences and so on, what I understand.
Yeah. I will try. I need to read more about it. Start installing and refactoring of the Java subdirectory. The tests and give
Yeah, but
summary.
now you're writing the instruction again. The whole point of the file was that you shouldn't write the instruction. You should just tell to Claude to execute the file, the instructions in the file in this
Okay.
um, what they call it. It's not a
I will try.
skill.
We're gonna find out the format. So, and if he's following the instruction, he should try like find basic code smells, follow single responsibility for classes, and also put the configuration in JSON file. Let's look on how the Java part is looking now.
Yeah, you're in the PHP now.
Yes.
Yeah, you opened the PHP exclusively. So right click on Java and okay. Open with code down there. Java.
So we have the Java, and here it has Gradle, here it has tests.
Okay, so it's still working internally in the memory. It hasn't updated the code yet.
So installing dependencies or just running the stuff. I even don't have Java installed, which might be a problem.
It'll install it for you.
Yeah.
That's the OpenJDK 17 JDK. That's the Java.
So I'm gonna run sudo apt install. Yes. This was not planned as a Java session, but now we are going over.
Yeah, now we're learning Java instead.
Yeah, I do Java sometimes.
I tried it out in 1999, and it was these Java applets, and they took forever to load a very simple view. So I said, "Oh, I'm not going to use this crap for anything." So then I haven't touched Java since.
Yes, I installed. Doing a lot of stuff. We're gonna refactor everything all night until we reach ASP.NET.
I think we probably should stop soon. It's
Yeah. Just want to finish this one. Actually, I would have to look up everything by Google myself because I don't know it from my mind. Yes. Yes.
huh. It didn't install the latest. It installed 21 instead of 22, and then it updated the code instead.
Maybe it was easier to install.
Yeah, could be. But if you ask it to install dependencies, I would assume that it would try to actually install the Java language version that the workspace is intended to run in. What if you have some code that is dependent on something that only exists in the version 22? And then
That's
the
right.
application won't run on the 21.
Um,
So that was a sneaky move. Not sure I like it. If
yeah,
there
I
were
just
any,
want to see the results.
yeah.
Private final name. Ah, this is like moving it to setters and getters.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long he will take. And now he's changing the format. Total amount, cents per dollar.
It's like there is a slight difference between the different projects, even though they do fairly the same.
Yeah,
There seems to be some slight differences in how they are implemented and what they can and cannot do.
have some changes. Summary, no JDK
Okay.
refactor scope. I didn't add money value or centralized JSON.
But you did install OpenJDK, right?
I installed it.
Yeah.
Like you ran sudo apt install. He was talking about. Okay, commit this,
Okay. Yeah.
and then we gonna run. We should have put in the Claude file externally. So you run your own company?
Yeah.
Also about coding, or what is it doing?
It's software development. We're building tailored administrative applications, mostly within logistics or administration, using Dataflex, which is a different programming language and framework.
Ah, so now we put this, and should we check it? Let us check via the IDE. Where's this cloud context? No, which one is this? Statement printer Java. Let's see what he did. He did a lot more classes. And we have the config file. I'm not sure where the config is. Performance, formatted, get type, free volume 3 sold. It didn't do the stuff with the config file, or? And all configuration is into the comedy calculator.
Okay, so it created a class with a configuration instead
Yeah.
of a config file.
And as he says here, like it's a bit bigger architectural change.
Mm.
Should it be enough for today? It's
Yeah,
almost one and a
I
half.
think we've seen enough. Yeah.
I'm getting crazy for it. I want to finish it, but at the other hand, it's always time limited.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have some refactoring, and we gave our Claude context. I think there are more tricks on do it that way.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting learning session. Thanks for joining me.
Yes, definitely.
Should I run more of these sessions?
No, that's entirely up to you. I don't need to see too much more of this. There might be other things that could be interesting to see.
Yeah.
These are very fairly small code samples as well, so it would be interesting to see how it would behave in a larger code base, for instance, and um, if it could figure out things between multiple files in a larger context. So
If
if I want to change something and I have an idea in my head how I would update the code, would this do something similar or would it do something completely different? That's the question.
so, bring WordPress to OOP.
Yeah, something like that. Make a plugin in WordPress or something.
Yeah. Let's see. I want to create actually a kind of agent team. Next one, and build it in GitLab, and having it refactoring stuff. But I'm not sure about it yet. Yeah, that's something I want to do. Thank you so far for joining. It was actually fun to do it with your help, and it was cool to have somebody from the other side of the bridge.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Actually, the picture is taken from the Malmö side, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool.
It's a
Thank you for
nice
joining so
sunset.
far.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation.
hope to speak to you again soon.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
And thanks to all listeners. I'm gonna put the Git repository in the YouTube comments if you check that one. And we're gonna see each other next time. Bye.
Bye. Let's see.